Hey, what is going on, you guys? My name is Rayge and we are back today with a quick video overview of the legendary Horsemen and what I think is the best farming order if you guys do have all these characters available to farm. What is the recommended action as you progress through the game, transitioning early to mid, and obviously in the end game when everything comes together for the unlock of Apocalypse. So it's been requested before, guys, but I've never done a video like this in terms of analyzing the respective pros and cons of each team. It's still pretty high level, but do let me know what you think in the comments below because I'm interested if you agree. As well, we can always deep dive it even further by taking a look at the characters that we should be farming as opposed to the teams. So that said, let's get right to it. Overview here of the 4 legendary Horsemen teams being Darkhold, Unlimited, Gamma, and DevSeed, and some comments and feedback for you guys as you progress and you review these teams, right? If you're starting out, you may not know, what these respective teams are known for, what they specialize in, and so forth, and that's exactly what we're going to break down today, as well as giving you, like I said, an overview and what my takeaway is as a recommendation, especially if you're starting out. So, as you can see, with the Darkhold team, they are made up of Morgan Le Fay, Agatha Harkness, Doctor Strange Heartless, Wong, and Scarlet Witch. They're also required to actually start off the Apocalypse Saga, so it's just something to think about that a lot of people forget. If you build up the other teams, keep in mind you don't need all 23 characters ready to go to participate in the Apocalypse Sagas. You can actually do the first node with Darkhold right away if you have them ready to go. And as well, after that, it's going to be Unlimited, Gamma, and DevSeed. So they're great for starting off the Apocalypse Saga, but eventually you will need all 23 characters, which obviously includes the 3 being Kestrel, Spider Weaver, and Deathbolt. Next up, we have Unlimited X-Men here. Gambit, Rogue, we got Sunfire, Dazzler, and Phantom X, and they're really great overall in terms of the meta for Cosmic Crucible. That's a team that they've developed. They're located in the Famine Scourge as a team. We got Gamma here being Red Hulk, Hulk, Brawn, Abomination, and She-Hulk. Really the meta for the war teams, absolutely demolishing every opponent that comes their way. Lastly, DevSeed consisting of Archangel, Magneto, Dark Beast, Nemesis, and the reworked Psylocke here. And really, they were brought into the game as part of a meta for mutant raids. So that's an overview of the characters, guys. Let's go into the details now. Darkhold, like I said earlier, required to start the Apocalypse Sagas. In my honest opinion, I think they're actually the best all-rounder team in all game modes. So what I mean by that, guys, is if you do build this team up earlier rather than later, you're going to be getting a team that can do well all across the board. Especially if you're early on trying to participate in arena, trying to be involved in raids. They're not even a raid team, and they're very, very powerful. I can use them to sim Doom 3.5 right now, and they can finish nodes themselves. So it's funny how powerful they are, even though they weren't intended for raids. They have great sustainability, and again, that's why they get the title of the best all-rounder here, and as well being very powerful in War and Cosmic Crucible as well. So all games across, they're very, very good. The Unlimited X-Men team, originally built up actually for the Cosmic Crucible setting, but they're actually still a really good team. I think all these teams are pretty good in other game modes, but Darkhold definitely takes the cake for being all-rounder. As well, something that's important for you guys to know is that Rogue is actually used in the end game arena. So there's only specific Horsemen that are used in the end game in terms of the actual arena setting. That's something you care about, and Rogue is one of them. Gamma, unbelievably in the godly level for Alliance. They can pretty much take down any team that's available for them, and it's really thanks to the synergies they get and the benefits from War. More specifically, Red Hulk absolutely tearing it up with his ultimate, and to be quite honest, guys, he is probably arguably the most powerful legendary out of the 4, as he's also used in the endgame arena. But just his capabilities when synchronized with Apocalypse, he can remove the revives of other characters when facing up against Dormammu. So his battlefield effect is unavoidable and also inflicts trauma and bleed. It just absolutely blows away the enemies when it's inflicted. So you want to activate it right away. For that reason, he definitely takes the title of being either the most powerful or arguably even one of the most powerful characters in the game, I would argue. So that's why it's absolutely huge that he gets that title there. DevSeed, really, really good. It's actually making up of 2 legendary characters here, but more specifically Archangel. They were all brought in for the mutant raids, and it's an unbelievable smooth experience even in the end game raids right now with this team. It's gonna be interesting to see how they escalate and elevate the mutant raid experience, because we'll finally see some adversity for this team. But in the meantime, they can pretty much simulate and easily do the raids in the end game, so it's absolutely huge. Lastly, guys, the comment I wanted to add here is that the DevSeed team, however, is the least farmable friendly out of all the other teams here. All the other respective Horseman teams have at least 3 characters that are farmable and easily accessible, and the exception is Death Seed. Even for Magneto, he's a legendary that actually needs other mutants and Brotherhood characters to unlock. Dark Beast is not farmable, Nemesis is not farmable, and then Psylocke is the only character that is somewhat farmable. You still have to get through her node and campaign, but that's a similar boat for the other characters in the Horsemen here. So there you guys have it. Darkhold summary, Unlimited, Gamma, and Dev Seed. Overall, like I said, they're all known for a specific theme in terms of what they specialize, right? Darkhold being Arena, Limited focused on Cosmic Crucible if you guys want to earn credits. Gamma mainly for War, Alliance War. You can also earn credits from there, but it's access to the War store as opposed to Crucible store. And then the Dev Seed being absolutely, crucial for raids, especially when you think about the rewards we get from a day-to-day. I would say that the daily raids is the rewards we get most out of everything we do in the game. So, there's not much commentary for Dev Seed here, but I do not want to understate the fact that having a strong raid team makes a much more streamlined experience for your alliance. And as well, you do generate the most rewards. And because we do raids every single day, and if you're in an active alliance, there's 2 raids per day, right? So definitely good food for thought. So guys, final takeaway. I personally recommend actually building up Darkhold or Gamma. I think it's a safe start, given that the 2 teams are well-rounded. You get value from the early to mid-game, as well as access to Elite, Arena, War, which actually are the most active areas that you should be partaking. The reason why the Dev Seed team is not a recommendation here in the beginning, even though I stated how important raids is the fact that there's just so many unfarmable characters with Dev Seed. Even if we wanted to start off and farm them right away, you just can't. Starting the game, you're not going to have 5 mutant / Brotherhood characters to unlock Magneto, and even then, Nemesis, Dark Beast, they're just not even available right now in the game to farm, right? So that's why that caveat's there, guys. Second point, the Unlimited X-Men team are absolutely amazing, but they do require a lot of mutant gear, and Apocalypse is also a mutant. In terms of them being amazing in the end game for Cosmic Crucible, it is more of an end game mode where you have the battles one-on-one, and even then you actually need to unlock Cosmic Crucible later on, so you don't get access to it right away, as opposed to the arena stages, as opposed to blitzing and so forth, right? So however, I do want to state that the sooner you get into Cosmic Crucible and having Unlimited X-Men, they're going to be adding a lot of value, because their credits respectively are going to allow you to get more shards of Gambit, get more shards of excuse me, that's a typo there. Get more shards of Abomination, and then as well as Hulkbuster, who's part of the tech raid meta. So, definitely important food for thought there. They're a really great opener for getting more credits, obviously, to allow for more characters. Lastly, because of Death Seed's deficiency being the least farmable, they're likely the last to focus. Even if you chose to work on them earlier, you may not have a choice at that point, right? So there you guys have it. A quick, short, and brief overview here of the Horseman teams as what I recommend. Let me know what you think in the comments below, guys, if you agree or disagree. If you want me to deep dive it even further with the characters that we should farm, I can definitely make a video on that. Thank you as always, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.